Inside Story Uganda, real source of political updates.
Explain.
Tunyonyole. Fellowship
yetia kyababbi. Naye nga muhoozi. Ne president. Bebata kirimu.
Soko demu katono fellowship kyali kibiina kyababbi.
Kakati bo ate nga bandamayininga government. Normally mafias steal from outside. Like the British merchants. Went abroad, but they were investing their loot
back
in
home,
Britain, leading it to the Industrial Revolution. Kati ate bano babba sente za
babbawa
sente za ya milioni 14 za dola
milioni
10 zalina okuteeka mu lulo
electrification agents.
Kakati how can you be stomach worms that kill their host, failing to understand that they attacked inside the belly.
Sebusiru bwanjoka kyogezako gamba
nti Museveni mmwe nze we muyambira heap everything nti Museveni yalemeddwa ate bano babi nnyo
baluwa ababye nnyo
bano bali wasi
ate bati
if the fellowship produces a successor to Museveni, we are in danger. We are in danger. Anti buli kamu bakabba akugambya atya education oyayogera bamusasula 5 billion mu hoteli omutasuze muntu yagenda wakalisa ne baba 10 billion za jangu nko kubinyondo mutwe ngwasi nali mutire kyankwanze omulalo nayogedde let us call him to kyankwanze we pressurize him to the sentences quest twali tugenda fe na wali to kyaliwo 10 bafu fababiri singa afcon tumulabira mu ggulu
Afcon final mwani mulaji.
Somebody spied on me. Waka. Waliwo yantegeera. This man is on a dying move. Galubindi ze balisanze wali evu. Ne bategeera nti yagudde wano.
Sokolinde. Ewuwo bajjayo Tamale. Nga bakuspyinga.
Anti bampita. Tijangwe Shankwanzi. Azina bategedde dda. The Shankwanzi meeting was organized to lure me into Shankwanzi.
Nga baagala ogenda.
For the first time.
Bayitirako ba presidential advisor abalala.
I rejected the job. I've never entered that office and will never enter that office. Even the record will not my record. That appointment will be tukita tutia. Never to cheat Mateka. Expunged from my records. It will never appear.
A appointment.
It was done to humiliate
a presidential advisor.
It will never appear in my records. It will be expunged from my records. But Bwali Bujozi. And the water movers and because of to sing and Nakatad.
Chovatoli Nyamo.
Use of butter. Use of water cook. Wadi Bugamba, no vision, Anigo Mujoka. Mujogans. Mwari temunda jate twaliwo mwekumu abava mu nseko ani yajja n'amakuti yaga sente ku pick up. If you have acquired money here, you can also acquire money here. Nenga temutujuze temutunyedde ku mitwe kutunyalako. Bulenzi ono muva mu family kimu. Which families do you come from?
Kakati yo meeting ekigendera kyayo kya Tamale ngezaako bigattaga.
Ani nkubuulidde nti ekyo kyali kibinja ky'ababbi.
Ekyali kitudde.
Mu government mwenyewe. Nga bwe bakujja wane wali sente wange nannyini ensi yatwala 5 billion n'aleeta mukwano gwe anoonya presidential bid. Kakati ate mukwano gwe olwali okufuluma mu office ne bateekamu sente nolinja get off my back ninkwete ku mmwe I can grab myself nengenda namu.
Ekyo kyakunyiza nnyo bwe bakujjawo ate sente ne baziteekawo.
If you think I'm a joke.
Tweyongereyo mu meeting ya
toilet paper you have used. The moment you flush, you don't expect it to retrieve that toilet paper. I'm in the same situation. I'll never work with you again. Okay. Utani wakajiji ni musika. Tuwa kanu nalinka yudeunga ni president ya alamu. Kajone ntui wakone ntui. You hear the tape. Itali. Kwa tuli sinka na mulifu. Akakuri bagenda kagoba. Kulubya tova mu bukedde nga tulina 10 milioni zange 10 ne kabusenga mujja kutunda ebintu byamu ale mukwezi ya kyamulemeza mvuba nkube buntwale waffe ngende Kulubya bagenda kugoba naye tofuluma bukedde nga tulina milioni zange 10 you sell your property
atenga bamugobera
abana bona bazikulu baje kufuka embisa yose they have to pay kwajja kusasula basajja bano betaaga omukambwe
katweyongeraho mweri meeting ngamba
nti president abayita n'abakubira obutambi obwo kati kano katavane kakajiji ke kaali kababuulira ngenze yankubidde obutambi akoze eki abasiru banteekako abantu let me tell you time those machines are inside my church
goina church gwata saba Tamale church chero joyogera
kanisa yange nakati waggule
ogamba sabo
yingira yo empologome kwatyo yingira yo timba akusibe
Tamale bakubayo bomu
nakati waggule
sokolide Tamale
entwi sajja bakulu ne badda mu discussing amazi
Tamale muri munyevu nnyo
vidone sajja bakulu byali bediko bikola ebintu bya if you know that the president controls these machines what do you do?
The president
know that what you are doing is wrong and can arrest you anytime he wants. Abalisi ubulisi. Yes, that is a professor. Professor chaba yambimu omuyinze mbayamu. Nti Bible yetugamba. Nti bagenda basiru ne bakola omunala.
Abasiru
balabe Katonda. Ne Katonda yabatabula nnimi kati abo batabuka. Buli omwagira munne. This is my machines.
Byoma byo.
Ne meeting je mwabadde mu Serena nagitegedde. You have been given bino byonna monitor byakuba. Bo abatagemeddwa bagenda kubasiba. They are just fine one thing. Bawandike ebbaluwa nti tujja genda lwa COVID. President nagulawo economy. Tebacha ina justification. Mujja kutemba. Kati mu Serena babuwandikidde ebbaluwa. Ne babugamba. If they don't go this week, ICC is passing a judgment to declare them fugitives. Uli ukobo wase ntwe abantu bakubira wano bajja kubatunda tumwebaze jja kudde umugoro we mubunuka abantu bagenda babuza abaana baabwe abaana 15 naye bwetaba shiriki mwabagagga abavundu sente ze muyino na buraginga nga bwali omugagga ennyo kyekyaba mutta abantu. Because if you commit an offense beyond your borders, it means you are no longer going to be handled by domestic law.
Bobera nga wakikola okusukka ensalo z'eggwanga lyo.
Kati mulimu ICC tuwe abamawulire 10 billion tokoleki. Can you conceal pregnancy?
Lukula lugenda mu maaso.
Ne banondola ne bandeetawo ebyuma biri mu church. Tebiri mu barracks. Njagala okubuulira. Tewali muntu wano mu Uganda yali badde na byuma ebyo ne batamuwa ssente.
Bagambye webiri waliwo abasirikale oba bategeza abasirikale bo
tebiri yera bali baguze. Yes, bali baguze.
Kati bo abo mu church yo tebabagula.
Nze njagala obusajja buno babuttire wano. Siyinza kubakiriza kufuga gwanga.
Soko otidde mu Tamale. Toiza bakiriza kufuga gwanga.
If we allow these people, any of them, to rule this country, we shall be turning Uganda into a human abattoir. Oba tebalina power bassa abantu mu malwaliro. You should be ashamed. Even Yamin, the notorious Shamin, this government criticizes. Museveni yaganze sobola nakwata ku mulambo gwa Amin ngukwasaako ekiti. Amin had excellent relationship with the Arabs, but he never took Ugandans to be slaughtered for organs. Even the old kings, the illiterate kings, sold the slaves because they wanted their people to be alive. This is the fact that they did not kill them. It is the reason why we have blacks in America. These are descendants of the slaves. Ne yemwe abayina buli kamu ne mutta abantu ne mutunda organizabwe. Ndi mbasonyi wamwe. Ndi musobola okujja wange. Nesesiba gulunede kutwala gwe.
Tamale.
I cannot talk to any of these people.
Abo batofuuse mutujju.
They must pay.
Bayina okusasula.
Myaka 28 mu prison.
Tamale.
I'm telling you, if this government does not go on them, arrest them. We have evidence. Bali bakanti ezo ziri fake. Are they fake? Are they saying that they are fake? Akati nongubulira abasajja bonna bewunyiriza. And if Museveni does not take care, those people are going to kill his son.
Now eyo allegation nene Tamale.
Nabalabye
basobola okutta General Muhoozi. Tamale.
Ne bagamba
nti
how can we be sure that Muhoozi cannot conspire, plot with the Kagame to overthrow the government? Yakitawo. Ne bagamba. Imagine 1-to-1 who was there. Why we found out that even his personal secretary didn't enter the meeting. China kubacha we mbo na nyinesi yaligenze no bujoze bwenekalo bintize. If you can talk about Muhoozi, if you can conspire ntishakoze kibi era mawuli tekirimu echachi movement ya Muhoozi tekirimu
eyachi ibaji kubaluli bwe yagenda nayo gera ne Kagame boda ne baji
singano nyinesi ne galubindize ye yagenzeyo no nyinesi ne galubindize tolifuka kugwanga lino. You should lie no kanimvere pa bantu bakuchawa baje njabba kubira obutambi bwa abanyankole meeting za abanyankole kubabba ko mata kubabba ko nyama yabo kubabba ko obusungu atobuli mwankole businga wana bamulinda bulinzi kumuyola bane bufa ketole babuoche. The anger that is in Ankole. If I play tables of Banyankole meeting, anti Boba Museveni badu yabaga no kogera Olunyankole, bogera mu Luzungu. But if I play the meeting of Banyankole, who are facing with the anger against that younger man, singa yaduka dabali muguli wali wa mwagala ennyo. Yali mugulidde farm Zimbabwe nadduka. Ne yate bamukwatirayo. Bamukwatira nayo lekera hege. Then big trouble. They are between abagundi abazungu baga nti between
a rock and a hard place.
For us Baganda we say you are confused. You are as confused as a man who feared his home and the forest. Then where will you go?
Bobo otya mu kibiranga ne wotyayo.
Kandi ogenda kola.
Obato sigaza wa kulaga.
We are auditing the number of people we are taken abroad. And their contacts. Tujja kutonda ebintu by'abantu mwebaze ebyo bisasula abaana abaabo. Uli ukonkola tumwebaze will end up in prison or in Congo. He will end up in Congo roasting mucho move monkeys.
Nawe oyo minister gwoyogera
Congo. No kulabate mubanzite. Kati agambye it was me. I was watching my machines. They alerted me. 3 motorcycles left Serena after talking to Tumwebas. They headed, I followed them. They stopped at Kajans. Talked to Anosi. And they headed the Nesgobe Ranganziraba. Nesweten again. Zabulia Mugalaji Amundu.
Zabulia Mugalaji.
Nezia Nejogera. Kakati yabadde tamanyi yabadaga nti banne be bakyogera. No, I watch my machines are always stationary.
Kati ezo pichi zali ziraga Tamale gwe yazogera zali
bali bagala kutanze bayogera ne OC. Tino operation je tugenda okukola naye tondi respond. Ezo pichi esatu zayogerako. Ndikale yazitegeera I'm monitoring you.
Choga mos conspiracies no nebitongole ebikuuma ddembe bibeeramu.
Ebyo babita.
Obitegeeza.
Let me tell you.
Tamale.
Nalabye omusajja odwe. Why don't you bwebaba
septic.
Odwe kankubulire. Odwe. I don't know which tribe Odwe comes from. The moment they bring another wife, always understand that your husband has passed a vote of no confidence. Normally, the elite departments in the police side and special force, special twajitanga tutya, special and twina betwajitanga.
SIU.
There are many departments in the police. The person who came from fire to come near the helm of the police leadership was Masweri. One would have been native one how was
it? Fire brigade.
Waliwo petrol station. nekwata omuliro mu 7:5 Maswere yakuloowenga okuva ku fire wali nazikiza omuliro wanera gwamwokya mu fire temuva Inspector General Police. The first Inspector General Police to come from the railway police was Byekwaso. Temuvaamu muntu. Traffic police temuvaamu akulira police. Special branch and side. Kakati today the majority of educated people abasinga emasinde bali mu VIP protection kubanga batambula na beebweru. Ne mu traffic kubba sende. Kati gundi ate ne bwo bateekamu Masaka eriyo lawyer ya just statement ku Segerenya bamugoba erukungire abadde lawyer is a lawyer yayingira mu police ngaloza banamwetaaga bamututeka isolo omusajja omufere akabiza abantu berukungire okubba buli wamu ne bamutwala Masaka kiddukiro kya bono kakati odwe if you see that the president is not picking anybody from the police, understand.
Kitegeza ati
there is a
lwachi abajjamaje.
In fact, if I was Odwe, I would just resign and go and take my stupid head to my home.
Lwachi Tamale.
Anti agamba anti ate bamuleetedde kyonu kisembo. We don't need an analyst. Let me tell you, Mr. Odwe. Odwe. Let me speak in English. I think Odwe, even if Odwe does not have a grasp of sophisticated English, kanjogera olwa P7 abasajja ba police abedda bavanga mu P7.
Tamale nawe tomukakanya.
Odwe, let me tell you. Let me give you 3 examples. A boy from Nansana was arrested with conclusive evidence, credible evidence, that he was luring unsuspected girls to his home using the internet. The evidence is there, linking him to these several murders. Have we proceeded with the case? Mr. Odwe, who doesn't want somebody from Yeso to head the side, I agree, and right department in the police, that would be a preserve of the police. What happened to this case, Odwe? How long does it take? Because the evidence is there, it's on the internet, lures girls, bans them, but the case has not proceeded. What are you investigating, Odwe? Before you talk about it, you should resign and leave the police force if you really respect your head.
Amayerwe batayogereko.
Anti nkubuli oyogera kya.
Bagamba ne bakuza private.
Let me tell you another example. A boy was beheaded. The head was packed as a gift to the speaker. How has the case proceeded?
Tetuddanga muggulira
omusango. If the speaker, what if the speaker had not been alerted, and she was not alerted, there was a confusion. According to Miso Files, I know where the initial meetings took place. I know that this boy, although you were saying that he was an orphan, brought up by a pastor in Masaka, the boy came from Chikajo to the contrary, was taken to Masaka. I can tell you the meetings in Masaka at Saza. I can even tell you the telephone communication between somebody who was supposed to receive the parcel, put it in Kataga's vehicle, Kataga would be intercepted on the way. The man was in Masaka. At that time when this boy was killed in Masaka and the head was brought. Has Akulo ever told you how the head and in its how it was packed as a gift? Do you have any photograph? Do you know how boy came from Masaka? Are you aware that even the footage at the parliament was tampered with? You know where the boy was dropped? You see him crossing to parliament. Miso
yabiraba. Ekitegeeza okulembera ekitongole ng'ekyo weetaaga mukugu mw'ekyo.
These are clear issues. How many senior police officers who have been killed with glaring evidence? If the police can lose senior police officers, how can we trust you?
Senior police officers, the likes of Andrew Felix Kawe.
Yes. and you cannot even protect yourselves. How can we trust you?
Nayo report tejjanga.
If you say that you know what the police needed, Miss Odwe, what efforts have you made, Miss Odwe, to ensure that these police officers who contribute money to the police circle get their money? Odwe oye, Odwe oye, Odwe Jew, Odwe Jew, Odwe oye, Odwe oye, Odwe Jew. If you cannot even fight for police officers, it requires an army officer. In fact, what the president should do is to get somebody an expert
police civil militaristic.
What the president can do is to get an expert from the army circle, Wazalendo, to run the police circle. Because one of the reasons why the police is hostile to Museveni, they steal their money.
Centers are
Odwe oye, Odwe oye, Odwe oye, Odwe, Odwe oye, Odwe oye, Odwe. Odwe who cannot even fight for police officers. It requires the army to send a savior to ensure that the policemen who are under your control receive their money.
Nena abamaje babaddeyo bangi police tennatereera bangi be basindiseyo Tamale Sabit muze abaddeyo bani babasindise bali ku ranka za ba commissioners nabo era tebaterezeza
nti ekyo kyonna company running obituleta bagiteeka under receivership. Simbule kyekyamukola obubi yali mu kulaninga companies ze nagenda mu piti banka neyewolayo nazende zimulimu okuzaayo piti enewamba companies netandika oziraninga nezigwira ddala kakati who has brought receivership, the situation of receivership, a person who is trained to kill and to avoid killing, how can he run the police? Kitegeeza the problem is there. Nobody in the police should raise his ugly head. Yes, because they have failed.
Kati amaje gateking over.
Kakati odweta sana kuogera. Kuba kakati mwe kyabalema. Nti fire brigade. Twakula batugamba. Ti fire mujiwa gundi free passage. Naye wano mu Uganda mbuza abatakisi. Lwaki temuviira fire nti betwala mazzi. Bagenda kutunda mazzi ku masomero. Fire brigade bwogikeberawo nogitulenda obuuza nti fire brigade yayimiridde wano erimu omupiira eri wa dereva waayo aliwa. That's why they delay. They think about fire brigade when fire erupts somewhere. And I think the only smart guys. Yes, it needs an overhaul.
Military yegendo chifuna. Betulabamu buli chimu.
Leadership.
No kuzimba nambole twala
military. No president bagenda butwala. I'm telling you.
Buli chimu.
Ayi mufeirize.
Atamusya.
Museveni takwata ku kintu nga tikinna feiri. Kakati oyo chief justice bamuzanyisa kati.
Ate chief justice abadde
wa chief justice
na
wa speaker.
A speaker
ekiwugulu kikabira wa chief justice na wa speaker. I'm telling you.
Speaker mulwadde otegeza Jacob Olanya oba deputy speaker bali babiri.
Ekiwugulu kikabira wa chief justice.
Tame toyogerera mu ngero tubulira ate waliyo nche.
Ekiwugulu bwekitula bwe ekiwugulu bwekitula bwe kiyimiriza ku muti gwa chief justice bwe
kati soko wa chief justice wabadde ki
ekiwugulu
aganyi beiro ya mwenye muvuga Tamale kiki kyaganyi
abawulira boogera abo bagenda ne bayingira mu government yatundula nti atundula abo bagiyingiramu.
Soko
how can he explain now?
Bigwa mu
how did this man's case end?
Yani
ya Bobi Wine. Tikisache justice with the chief justice. How did it end? And the
energy ya twala ya elections
nabalema okusoma omusango chief justice noduka kubali waba mukubidde amasimu
Tamale chief justice bagala mujjako
nzimbo buli atenze gate bagala mujjako
ogambye nti ekiwugulu kikabira yozeni muganda mbamanyi kyobero yogera
bagenda kububira kikabira afa ekiwugulu ekikabira afa n'abasajja bakugambye babo nti you see
nti
tukyabula yemyaka ena
ejachi ejatamu political tamu jetulimu.
What these people should do ebintu ebyo babikola nga tuandamaine Museveni their problem tibayina obwongo butono. Their problem would be what are the possible catchment areas of a successor. Mbagamba tibobeera mukazi notazala baana balenzi Katonda bakuyambye
tenga akuyambye ati.
Yes, anti gwotegererawo nti bala ali musikira ajja kuba mwana wa mujjawo. Kakati what do you do? Invest in the available children.
Abaliwo no basembeza.
Yes, judgment verdict yogifunye bukyali. Kakati mu politics tukola bwetuti. Why should Uhuru drop Ruto nawagira Raila?
Lwaki?
He has watched. If this man Ruto hasn't been respecting me every time we quarrel, what will happen if he's in charge?
Banabera nga ye commander in chief. Church nabeerawo.
If you say omuntu yenna buli lwayogera nga ekigamba baganda baga nti gambo bi wamwenga alisanga kuki kumwoyo oba teyused yewerera nga abaganda mulejiko kwendi kwata obuyinza nja kumemetula eggume ly'abaganda talina kyeyakola kibewuunyisa. Even in his book Mutesa writes we used to think that Obote was talking about was engaging in political rhetoric. Kumbe had an interest anger
yali adina mu mutima gwe.
Kakati Ruto avumirya nnyo dynasties. Ekyo kikutegeeza ti dynasties zino zina kyezamukola. Tomutrustinga.
Yena agamba hustler avudde eri wansi. Owange omuntu ekintu ekinoomwa overwhelminga. Nti Raila akinoonyeza toyinza kubeera gundi yagamba kyanjo nti omuntu mu nsi tewali haji asobola kuba haji yerabira olunaku lwe yagenda Makka. Alina gwe yabuuza n'amugamba nti oba oli haji gwe kyanjo wagenda ddi e Makka. N'amugamba togendangayo teri musiraamu yerabira lunaku lwe yakolera hijja.
Teri mukazi yerabira musawo muganda yamuwa luzaalo.
Tamale tasobola mwerabira. Kubanga kiri kyafuna kyamaanyi kyogezaako kugamba omuntu
n'omulenzi omuwala yamuggyako embuzi ye n'amulekera emiguwa naye tamwerabira.
Sooka oleke n'omuwala tasobola kwerabira.
Kakati nti owange omuntu ekintu ekimu nti the rules had forgotten.
Ebbanga lyonna tebakikwatangamu
nti bajja ne babeera excited ne bafuna kutomu mboya. Era omusajja yagamba yawandika n'agamba the woman who born another mboya is not yet born. Mboya lwe bamutta ne batta gundi ono gwe batta nnakuweza obuko. Kakati abakikuyo abajaliwo ne bategeera nti omukisa gwaffe gukoze eki
guweddewo.
Ono agenda mu 78
okuliridde.
Kati oyo n'omuwa tajja kukikola ki?
Tajja kijajaamya
nti
tayiza nakwerabira.
Akalwe bagantu kaddemu. Who was creating trouble for them?
Yali Odinga.
Nabaga nti omwana bwawaganyala mu katanda n'alemesa parliament. Kati kiba kyamagezi ate mu kwogera na bakulu n'abakulu. Mwina mwana ono bwe mujja kettala ng'akaaba. Bwe mumukuba ng'akaabira ddala. Kati mwina kumukola bulungi nnyo yeebaka empola mpola. Kati a person who has caused trouble is the one we talk to. Kati ate bano baba they underestimated me. Baali bagamba ero yabagamba. If you talk about money to Mirundi, the professor yabagamba Mirundi is not for money. I like money, but for dignity. You are short my dignity, we fight until we die. Kwane tomorrow jachiddamu.
Toyagala akukakanya.
Anti nkugambye bano nabala.
Toyagala akulengeza.
Ani bajja bawere wakulwako obumotoka obuli mu ssente.
Wabala banga baavu.
If marrying a president's daughter can graduate a man from being a gate man to one of the richest people. Nange mutani wange ali wasowa president aliddako. Kanange nsabe wabeerewo changes.
Nawe kosabe wabeewo changes. No awaseyo
kunjoga kansabe changes nange mu family yaffe mubeemu and now what has turned you to graduate from a gate man to one of the richest people in Uganda is the marriage link. Kakati what do we do?
nammwe muteeketeeke abaana bammwe bawase mu family
kunjoga ate kuba opportunity zonna wazikolako ne mumpya omutwa ne mutuma abantu bazete mukola kati kisoboka
kati kyogamba fellowship yasaanawo mu byonna byoyogera olaga nti yasaanawo
ate ne basaanyawo ne institution
ate intentions zaayo nazo zasaanawo bonga abantu basobola okugira naye ate biri eri bye baali basetinze
project y'obwa president nayo njikubye nayo njijjawo talifuga ku ggwanga luno kubanga ate ekizibu kye bafunye mu family bwe mba mufunyeemu ate omuntu who is marketable ate mukuba mutya ndika tutuule abo benkugambye abatudde to review why did he go on was the president was his father did he participate via Zoom how did he know you see examples in Chad in Equatorial Guinea in each family is split ne baddamu ebyo temulifuga oyo omulenzi tali oba nzito oba akola ki somebody can teach a dog to laugh but Waboko cannot be president of this country
kiddemu ogambye eki
somebody can teach a dog to laugh but nobody can make Waboko a president of this country ebadwa finga nekulagira ddala
ki ekitambula titoliko
kuba pima mwena bagamba ti abantu banatandika okubakwata emyaka 10 egiyise agati akatambi ako nkakubye okubalaga effort zebakola okunoonya ebyuma byange byuma byanonodde bujengo nalabira ddala abadde bamulwanyisa era I doubt obanga keesi eneddamu ne proceeding kubanga Teddy bagamba mulalu tebagala muleeta mu kooti kati batedi mulalu nga mazino bafumbira ekijulo ne mukirya in 2 hours recognized Teddy's madness then sympathize with Bujingo abadde naye ebbanga eddene jo bagende wa pastor pastor n'abagandi bamugandi wayi tukubye essimu ya magistrate Entebbe tukubye essimu ya DPP tukubye essimu the government is withdrawing in this case kati sabagandi akakasajja mukasonyiwe
kani
kama bizizi
imabirizi yabaddeyo ne mu kooti wiiki eno nga yaga basaze mbeiro gye bawa Bujingo omulamuzi n'agugoba
kagira lugumugumu
atya
bakagambye ako kafu tekabibeeranga namo bakapanishinge pasa yabagambye is he our petitioner is Lutalo Robert not him this is scavenger should be treated differently
tebawa abane Lutalo
naye byuma nabakutte Bujingo yabatunulidde naganda ebyo ebyuma mu Uganda mu ebiri ebindeeta ne video pastor omuya daba kino ekifalisaayo the kingdom of God the church must be closed given to a caretaker and Bujingo should go. But let me tell you, if you had a pastor who was accused of homosexuality but his church was not suspended, he remained a preacher until the case was disposed of. Singa naye bamujimbirayo
gwe baali bataddeko ogwa homosexual
ate nga kambabuulire nze nasoma divinity kyesikwatagana nakyo kyeseeregera mu Kulaani eyo nedda era bwengisanga nombaga mugijjeewo sigikwatako
ogitya nnyo lwaki ogitya Kulaani
naye the Bible I know it
ogimanyi Bible
Katonda tasaanyangawo kintu lwa bwenzi
so-called ate Sodoma ne Gomora
baali basiyazi therefore a pastor who is accused of being a Messias is more dangerous. God punishes him more than your ways.
Kikyogezako tujirayo
tugende
Tamale oyogeredde mu ngero olwaleero.
We can use the time we have now just to clear up the air and yes, you really had something so urgent you needed to ask and to discuss with us. What is it particularly? Thank you very much. I'm thanking each and everybody of us here for the contribution contributions you have done to make certain things happen. I'm very grateful that amidst this trouble, we can still come together, solidify, and try the best level possible. The best means possible. The best means there is to settle some of the grievances that are really happening and trying to divide us completely. Personally, I've been condemned and blamed of several things that I've really not done, but the surface is exhibiting something very different. And I would like us to think and think very deeply that in the case of anything that you really don't like, please express it. Because it is high time we faced our worst fears to create a solution so we fear no more and have a particularly streamlined approach to each and every obstacles that we tend to have or that can be created by our adversaries. I'm very sorry to start with such an approach, but it is also very important to tell you that we have been troubled by our own people. We have been hurt by our own people who seem to be sidelining with our resistances, with our troubling resistances, but they're still moving on and they still come around and smile with us. I have learned of several things when I talk to the principal. There are several things that we have discussed and they are leading to betrayal. Some of you people have been deliberately betraying us. We had several meetings and some of you people were deliberately recording and submitting a lot of information to His Excellency. It has been a bright shame. If I mean a bright shame, it means it is a broad daylight shame that even the list of information we expected to link is in custody, is in the possession of His Excellency. We have been grilled beyond repair, and I have to assure you the trouble is just the beginning for the fellowship. The Serene Fellowship, I'm telling you, the trouble is just the beginning. There are several cases we are getting charged of conspiracy, of massive human rights abuse, trafficking, and things of the like. Really, these are the cases in the brewery. They are being brewed right now. And the hit we have been sharing with the principal is directing to almost all the members of the fellowship. And who did this? It was an internal contradiction. I no longer want to believe that it is Tamale Mirundi who is recording. Somebody is recording from inside and distributing this information to the president and to people like Tamale Mirundi. And at least I'm trying to get exactly who the people involved were. Because when I listened to some of the tapes, we were in a very, very, very secretive place. But we are 4 people. But it captured only 2 who were discussing business. What happened to the rest? It means the 2 members seem to be part of it. It is very unfortunate that the 2 individuals currently, one is in the United States, one left for UK. But that is the reality I got from the whole thing. Now, this claim of Tamale Mirundi saying that I recorded this and that seems not true, according to my observation. It seems there is somebody who records from within us and delivers the recorded clips to this man. I'm very sorry if I'm straying. Please don't raise your hand. First wait for me to complete my submission, then we shall see how to discuss. We have been troubled for so long. I looked at a mountain of CDs, many of which had been transferred to a digital storage. we are really in deep shit, this I'm telling you. There is literally nothing of a conspiracy that has not been recorded. I had several things regarding the Rural Electrification Authority. I had a lot with the Financial Intelligence Authority. I also had a lot from the Ministry of Education and Sports. I had a lot from the COVID-19 National Task Force. It was really a lot of information. So deliberately, all my involvements have been exposed to the principal. Now my chances of being appointed back to cabinet are very minimal. Looking at the closing statement that was said, that please, if you're such a person, what kind of public office do you think you can serve apart from being a member of parliament? You go. When you get the right answer, contact me, then I tell you what to do. So if such a thing really happened, what else cannot happen? I'm very sorry, but I'm also disappointed with our members from within. Those we have shared a lot. Those I could even accommodate at my suit. My suit became a meeting place, but everything was just in my location. Every meeting that I held in my location. In 2019, it is on record. His Excellency has it all. So I'm left with no secret. I'm totally naked. And that is what I am, really. Regarding the same people we have worked with for all this time, I'm now stripped naked completely, with no respect, with no dignity. I'm sorry, but I had to tell you all of this. There are certain people whom I have been making sure that they get some employment. I mean, some elevation in their ranks. I sent these people from Serena. They were headed for Guibaja, but they had contact at Kajas. Again, that same information leaked, and somebody was calling me. My cousin was calling me that, you know what, this and this is happening. Somebody has called me that you are sending assailants, 3 assailants, and they're on motorbikes, and they're going to kill, they're going to commit some crime. Really, I'm not that kind of person. Can somebody speak up loudly? Should I go to the media center and talk to the nation that I can't do that? Really? So that is the trouble we are faced currently. I'm sorry, I'm not going to speak anymore. Thank you very much.
Honorable, I would like to say sorry for that feeling. But I think we have all faced the same trouble. And I think, Professor, you can clarify on that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Uncle. Honorable, I'm very sorry for that feeling you've got. But one thing I have to tell you is that you are not alone. Take it from me, you are not alone. That feeling you get that it is a conspiracy, then it is a conspiracy from everyone. Everyone has been conspired against. And don't point fingers at anyone. That one I'm requesting you. We divide several means. You remember the ICT students you provided, the ICT experts you provided in the earlier times. And they told you the problem is within the phones. How many times do we change the phones? We did, but nothing literally happened. So, I cannot say, unless you're telling me that everybody was recruited to spy on everyone, and whenever there is a meeting, everyone records, then we are all spies and we are ranked on the same level. But that is not the truth. The truth is that there is technology that enhances digital espionage. It goes through the watches, the TV sets, the digital radios, the digital phones and all that. It's all about the digital spyware system. So the moment you understand that concept, then you will know how to limit when you're talking in the proximity of a phone. Like we are here. Some of the phones here are well gadgeted with jammers and anti-espionage distractors. But how sure are we that they will not even expose the same meetings here? Every time I listen to Tamale, Mirundi has picked a clip from our dialogue, even when we are only two. And I cannot say that we can have a dialogue and then it goes gag and we still say that one of us has betrayed each other when we are discussing the same issue, carrying a 50-50 responsibility. It doesn't make sense. It will never add up. So likely, anything that hurts you would hurt the entire fellowship. Excuse me. And the fellowship collapsed because of such. Everybody was no longer trusting the other. So we collapsed. And after the total collapse, what happened? Tamale was always high up there. He became the most feared person in the country. He would tell you things that the CIA, that he saw that CMI could tell you. And they really happened. When it came to the background of issues, everything had been revealed. So, my brother, do not condemn anyone. It is a reality that there is a spyware, there is a spy capacity, a digital spy capacity that does all that. Now the whole challenge is who's running it? It is the president himself running it with his team. I think Tamale can only be used as a mouthpiece. Your own men brought up that report that we have searched everywhere, including a few Chinese and Israelis. Remember that we are hired in the late 2019. They couldn't locate anything, and they were like, it might be deep inside the military facility. And somehow, they connect somewhere with Tamale. You set up a gang of spies about the water of oil in 2013. They trailed Tamale. They could not end up anywhere. The farthest they get was Gaba, then Chengera, then you talk about Zana, you talk about the National Theatre, you talked about Mukono, but it happened to be Mukono was Chiwuli. Then heading up to Masaka Rakai, that was his home village. So the whole rotation in Kampala was fruitless. You remember that very well. So
we analyze. If the president uses a man like me to have those sophisticated machines, the question would arise. The same would be my answer. Never advise on the military intelligence. You know answering. Why?
Dwachi basobola okwesigisa ebyuma ng'ebyo eby'amaanyi.
Kuba yo professor ayogera. Yo professor wa psychology wa president. Ona akugambye nti obutambi bwe bamukubidde baabujje ku digitalized gundi machine. Ono n'abagamba nti ebyuma twamunoonya wonna we biri ne bibabula.
Biri mu barracks.
Baakayalinga bavuka mu military intelligence ne bibabula. Ng'ekabalagala ne nayo maka. Yindi naye okumanya abasajja bwe tebalina magezi g'amabuulire. Enkofu ali ogirabye?
Nagirabako.
Enkofu weesula si weetuukira. Enkofu eyinza kubeera emayiro ku muti kweri nga buwungeera naye ng'ate weegenda okuyita okutuuka weebiikira amagi gaayo wala. tewali kigezi nga nkofu enkofu yosulya kasooli bwoti negiza ti Mugabi kyono yatuleetedde nga bulijjo tezibeerawo diasiki ne bano ti you hire from military intelligence if military intelligence had failed to serve the president interest ate abo bagula baleeta abayizi ne baleeta bakibonna ne balemwa this is technology ate abayizi bakoleki and the Israelis stop me this phone this is a machine that rotates around the satellite 24 hours ujikoleki
machine yetolola satellite
kati ujikoleki ekwata n'ekifaananyi ekyo kyennyini kati ujikoleki nena baba badde bagamba beekwata bokka baatwala mwenda emisinde bwe yayine kaako kazi akayina ebyuma ne badduka nenseka wano nali mu State House nga babuuza okwalinga hwiza okwalinga nembabuuza okwalinga byayogera bituufu oba si bituufu
oli gwe bayitanga Tom Voltaire okwalinga bagenda ne mu Facebook
omuvuka yani ono ali ebweru yani
gondi lumbuye Fred
lumbuye is because mu bintu bye 10 mulimu akatuufu aka
abasinga baga 28 ebibeere bitu
anti tewali abiwakanya ate era ne byabogerako bibafaanana
ayina nti byayogerako ti ne bibaawo
biwa mmere tebaga nti numonde tamubba
bw'obanga oli mubbi wa mmere tebasobola kujjako ate kyakubbeemu kweza emmere okay
byonna obikola ki
obibba
kakati kambabuulire Bobi Wine mulimu abantu abalala n'entalo ze batamanyi the history of Uganda is clear the reason why our constitution does not allow to get a grass hopping for political parties but gondira residiacho to the election one can drop his party
true
you're political opportunists why don't we have passenger planes where the pilots can jump out with the parachute
now
a military jet bwe bakuba ennyonyi akatebe ka pilot kamu ejectinga n'afuluma lwampaka because a plane can crash but it takes a long time to train a pilot the bazungu can sacrifice the structure by saving a life kati gwejja wa passenger plane omuli pilot ayina tibwenda bitabuse after killing your political party
ngogena mundala
olaka mundala after even after it wouldn't
tewandi kitaddewo
yes kakati Bobi Wine ekyo kitegeera aba DP mu nkaaga basala eddiiro mu kinaana basala eddiiro mu kinaana beekandaga this the character of your opportunists especially Baganda politicians kakati Bobi Wine yakabira bwereera abasoga 10 basala eddiiro ne bagenda mu UPC mu 1980 did they come back? They ate their cake and they ate it. That's why I told you
can't eat your cake and have it.
Dominated by women. Where did the Kazungus go? Where did the Waibales go? The only person who remained under detention order who refused to cross to UPC was Chesimira. He remained in prison. Chesimira afudde nakyo defi naye abadde minisita wa Danana agira bali baafa bali omugoyo
okay
yes short term strategies nabano mubaleke banamboze bakazunga bani basibo no mpuga temuli yava mengo these opportunists mpuga has achieved more than yali kijewa an organized society timpuga asobola okubeera chief whip
leader of opposition musajja mumanyi
yasoma kakati ekyo kibategeeze nababuuza tirwaki emasaka NRM teyasimba muntu ku mpuuga nambidde omwana wa Hotel Boulevard Hajat yeteekawo yekka neye financinga the NRM knew whoever emerges out of the rest would play its role mpuuga negundi yes kati abo mbategeera these are political opportunists nentulia Muwanga Kivumbi yabonabona nnyo Muwanga bamutwala eruzira nga ku pick up nga alinga mulambo itituku Muwanga obuza nga kabugoyo ono Kabuga abeerawo
mumanyi Kabuga
olumu ajja kuwana yamusanga muwanga itutuku muwanga 7 days obwongo bwokomawo omanyiga batutenga tunudde waggulu.
They are staging a popular resistance against life presidents.
At that time when it was fighting, where was Bobby Wine?
Bobby Wine yali akyali muyimbi nga muto.
Doing his girls making money. Rubbing shoulders with these people. With them who fell out. Kakati muwanga naye bw'asala when time has come. Kinabagamba tuli ambala engule. Nimbagamba chairman tasobola kuwasana nakubira Bobby Wine yesimu. Ne muga chairman tayinza kuwasanga mwina swago. Okwasa kitegeza you are settled down. Nanga ate tunakola tutya. This is one way of mobilizing ourselves. Ne muga nti mukubodi sebo. Government bwe bati bagala kugera ne munakola embaga. But that is a mistake. A married woman, a married person kitegeza you have settled. Teza kanti struggle. Nti wasira mu struggle yawo. Okuwumuza. Ne ngo olietise kimwe kyenku. Akyagenda gyalaga. Akisimba wana kiwunzi kira kidde ku mutwe okukikuba kutaka abakoze iki abatuse kakati abo Bobby Wine abaleke 4 years
abaleka abo abali mu kwefuula fuula
abali sente abakola ki fortunately for them bamawo nabo tebabala
Hamawo
when these people because they ran away from DP to where
to Noop
now kakati these people have a right kakati abadipi bategedde bano baluzunga tebayina reason niyo neba ebajja muki
mu DP
kaka kankubuuze omukazi bwabanga wamukwata n'omusajja n'omugoba neja afumbiddwa omusajja n'amukwata n'omusajja kati gwe batulezo mbinfu ekitegeeza gwe ndakasagaziko this one exonerates this the type of kuzungayizimu okwa Namboze ne Segona kuleke opportunism ya mpuuga ey'emmengo etayina nsonyi enkyane bava Museveni enkyane bajjayo sente muleke kakati the DP would be celebrating Mao is the biggest beneficiary kakati notuuka ku final what's the final say nabagamba nti mu bintu byensi bwe tubala ebyobufuzi tulina ebintu bisatu tulina deception means nkulaga ekintu nga si kyentegeeza nga bukedde tebukedde takubuulira who tipped the most important question would be how did you find out that these bodies are there mwakitegedde mutya
ani yakubagulizaako
and these are organis for me I know they are covering these are organis noli omukazi yakomyewo amongi nayogera nti batira abaana luddawa ebwero mwekireba kiwa publicity kubanga bali abasajja babagamba abehege ti one way of stopping of helping you if you can stop local activism ne bitawandikibwako this is why bawa abamawulire ba Uganda 10 billion ababa munita naki nga bo balabye nti short term nga tebamanyi nti nze ne bozireeta era okwagala okunzita baali batuufu myai cannot touch money nga n'omwana wange mwamutta sitake hiyo pesa ya damu sitake did you sell your cows kakati nkugamba tuyina ekigambo ekiba kita deception tuyina ekyokubiri tukina reverse psychology reverse psychology oyina okubanga oli mugezi nnyo okutegeera reverse psychology reverse psychology kitegeeza I dupe my enemy into doing something forgetting thinking that I'm the beneficiary nze nkikukola
omusetinga
nti kati tuyina inflation inflation nkwexaggeratinga professor ani nejustifying Americans use it Saddam ayina ba Republican guards million number bakuba Bufalansa ayina domozigidde gun ayina chemical weapons to justify it. You cannot ask America why are you deploying big bombers why are you taking the most modern jets against a third country
kumontoli kwa yalinyikiza ddala
basoka kuga Mirundi ayina acid mu nyumba ye Mirundi ayina kino Mirundi ayina emundu Mirundi ayina kino to justify force nti ne bajjamu helicopter motoka ne helicopter ne bambula amabati ko gonna they have already prepared we are going to invade to raid another person.
Omuntu atali mwangu.
Mumuba jereka bujereje lagataka oba ADF lagataka mukamala ebangachi. There is a fight. Otherwise, if there is no fighting, you would be moving. Omuzungu ye yali source kubuli bali bagenda mu Afghanistan bahayalinga abasajja abalasha ne bapulivalinga America ne kabaka population bakuba abalasha emitwalo 15 erite wazanyirwa. That's why tebafuze nga Vietnam kuddukayo bagenda bali prepared nti n'abalasha bakola ki babakuba and they have not left in a disorderly manner like Vietnam. This has been a bit organized. Mu beginning ichaso kanjiko kakati bano abena ali babakozesa nnyo reverse psychology. Oyo omwana oyo omusajja
aluwa
oyo omusajja oyo bwanika muferere nnyo
eyagambye nti Nupu eteese ne President Museveni
n'aba Nupu tebakimanyi. First of all, do you negotiate crime? Where is it?
Mukoti kubane Nupu egamba baberanga bayina emisango bagene mu court ate to negotiating.
Where did we recently I saw a fool going to parliament saying the bakaita batekana kacheko kali conciliation akasonyuwa
aka truth and reconciliation
na agamba we have been contacted by some of these people after Museveni's statement. I advise them to seek pardon. Gatula nika biga ni wako ni kitwali ntwe ni kitwala obusuma bw'atonga buchikunya komu pali mu nyuma nikigenda mu parliament. We want more money. We have contact. Wabasanzewa mwali kiyodde ekibakuba kikube n'obusuma bwakyo kyadduka n'obusuma bwakyo bwenda kikupatikidanga. Kakati if you have this commission where a person can go and denounce violence era kyali kigamba mbutubawe obusente bwetuba butono nnyo nekigenda n'obusuma bwakyo nga bukikunya ku busuma nekikulayo obwamawulire ne bukiwandikako nekikuba nekidduka umeme tebadduse nankabira teyadduse ku umeme reya yalagawa 400 million because Museveni is so
reya bagamba ebyo ebitongole bagenda bijjo bijjo
ate reya yeremeddwa reya kitutu kendi kuba kitutu obutambi alisibira wetangula bajo mugoba
baddo kyali kwa amnesty
ziserabira kati kugainti amnesty weri
amnesty commission
omala okubala ebyo fa bayino bonge netumanya tibwanika ategeeza ki kubanga singa bwanika ali honest yali baddako za available messages eziriwo si kyaliko what does Bwanika is looking for? Bwanika is looking for a situation where you get all of these people bafulume makomera gye bali en masse bukedde atandika okukuba eyavudde mukomera talina baatule omukazi we yavudde mukomera bimusobedde balyoke batabaale kubanga the way these people operate. How can a senior police officer or prisoner officer allow a prisoner nagenda mu court nawanika omukono nga bwajjamu esaati eraga tocha naye nga tocha yaganibwa evidence that has been adduced through torture tebagikiriza
kituufu
kakati kyenkubuuza ki nababuuza nti bw'obeera nga oyina kubanza obusambu buli principled tebuli mulakuna tebuli mukinga kusyante naki but if mubwina omukazi nga ayagala kuswaza pirawo ne bamulaba mwaka godoka embizi bwe kati bayiwa muyiwe
stove
kakati akateekamu abayagala abasiramu abagenda okusiibulukuka n'ateekamu akagodoka embizi abayagala ki bamuyiwe. This the method because I use similes you see the person who tortures a prisoner is
bayagala omusango gufe is an accomplice.
In fact this one was tortured must be arrested kubanga muyambi wani nabaga nti ewaffe ku kyalo kwaliko omusajja nga mubbi bamuyita Sewanda nga mubbi w'amatooke naye buli lwesanga nga ow'ettooke balisibyemu nga mukuba tteke ngali mujjako ngali bamugongo ngali bamugongo ng'emino gisensebuka nga agenda kati ekizibu kyemwebadde mutwalako nga kiggwawo munamutwala nakikolokomu. This is Sewanda gimesa. It is the people who torture these people, the people who torture prisoners accomplices baba akola nabo. Yes, this is one way of killing a case.
Tamale. Kino ekyabwanika nupu yo ekikwate ekyo.
Tekimanyi.
Nekigobenga bwe bakigobye.
Bwanika yagala
tumanyi kya government. Tibamutumye.
Bwanika yogere embuzi gye ziri. Bwanika president bali ne Sembegu ya. None yavumanga abantu bayayana bamwitani oyo. Era ke bambifana nga yine mmundu. Kati bambi yali agala mmundu kugiragako. Ono yasulako ne mwene BS nga bamunonya. Ne bamulimba okuva mwene BS okumumulimu bamukwatirawo. Anti bali ne Bwanika. President yabawa square mile zettaka 2. Esemba buli ne Sembegu ne Bwanika. N'abawa billion 6 bazija waka kwenzira. Balete entenjero. Ndi abawale bagula entenjero zokka. Bwanika embuzi ziriwo. Bwanika buli bamulabya kwonna mukabenge abantu buli bamulaba bakabenge embuzi abanupu okuba Bwanika okumuteeka ku ttaka mukabanga mbuzi buli abamulaba abaana
bakabe batya
buli omulaba Bwanika Bwanika tajja kuva mu nju naye Bwanika abadde akuba ba gavumenti anti abantu bonna bali bakola bwe bati kyengo yetu tukitegedde nti baagala okuswaza amme baagala okulaba nga ebikolobero byonna bikomawo why they are targeting Muhoozi and the army kakati what do they want tikasagwa omala okuteesa nabo nga Museveni bamukolanga ti Museveni yasomanga abantu naga nti abo ffe tubayina sebo nalweso yavayinuga nti ffe tubayina ngomanyi gye bali nalweso tuku responsibility baagala okulaga nti nabo we bali bosoma nga bafu okimanyi nti there is a disparity between the list Museveni gye yasomanga singa Museveni omubuuza nti bewasoma baliwa kuba gwe bwomala obbasoma Museveni si agenda mu kkomera
era baavaayo abalala ne bababuuza tibasomye
because they want to embarrass you babatte ekiro ye nosoma olupapula ne bakubuuza Mr. President
ono wamusomye
taliyo bamanyi n'okukyusa baala DCs ne bagamba list ne bagikwatamu ne bagamba kakati muzeeyi omanyi ate bwe tunaga nti ate sewasomyana ate nga baga nti oli mukadde babiyingire mu list bazikukwata agulawo bamulyako sente naga nti erinnya lyange lyabaddeko walirabyewa awalirabyewa erinnya li walirabyewa n'enkala z'abaminisita bazikwatamu ne baga nti ate oba oledi oli yasomeddwa dda kati we shall create confusion.